Hey guys. So you know it's really bad when I say, hey, you know what's the good movie of the week? The Michael Bay film.
That's saying something.
I know, right? Okay, so we're here to talk about, what's the full title of this thing? 13 Hours.
The Secret Soldiers of Benghazi.
Yeah, probably the least Michael Bay movie I've ever seen.
Yeah, we were all kind of surprised, like, holy shit, he actually had some restraint for this.
I know, right? I was thinking the exact same thing. Grant, I think you and I are kind of on the same page on this. We kind of even, like, thought of the same jokes halfway through. Not as xenophobic as I thought it was going to be.
In fact, less xenophobic than American Sniper.
I know, no one got called savages in this movie.
Yeah.
It was actually kind of respectful in some parts.
Yeah.
It's less so in others, but...
Yeah, but it's like, they at least acknowledge, like, okay, as far as we're concerned, everyone's a neutral until someone starts shooting.
Yeah. Well, you know, not everyone's the fucking bad guy.
Yeah.
That's a big thing.
Amarisa,
what do you think?
That was pretty boring.
Yeah, you didn't like it?
I mean, I felt like the first probably 80% of the movie, I was just like, nothing's happening, and I know they were trying to build up character to make you care for these people, but I was like, I don't.
Yeah.
Like, I want to care for you because I understand there's a lot of, like, you know, and when it comes to being in the or any kind of military and leaving your family behind, and like that's sad, you know. I feel that, like, I understand that feeling, but I feel like I didn't care for most of these characters. Like, I felt like
So I'm gonna stop you right there for a second.
Yeah.
I'm gonna inform you, you do not have to need your seatbelt on for the duration of this review.
I want to feel safe at all times.
Sorry, go.
I was just in a car accident.
Okay, fair enough.
Dear.
Yeah.
I did not hear about this.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
my car was totaled last week. I lost my car, my job, and my apartment all in 1 week. But that's another story.
That's a whole other thing.
That's a bad week.
Yeah, I've had a pretty shitty week. But yeah, it was just I wasn't very impressed with the characters. I thought Boone was pretty fucking funny. Pornstache from Orange is the New Black.
Oh yeah, that was
That's who
him.
that was.
Huh.
Wait, which
Yeah.
one was Boone?
I thought Boone was the guy who was reading the philosophy book.
Yeah.
Oh, well then what was his name? Well, who's Pornstache?
I know what you're talking about. It was the guy who was like originally helping out at the
Other embassy place.
was it the one?
No. That's
Oh, Tonto.
Tonto. There you go.
Yeah, you're thinking Tonto.
Yeah,
That is
Tonto.
Pornstache, isn't it? I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Oh, is Tonto the big guy who like did the shaka bra thing?
At the very end.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That was Pornstache?
Yes.
Holy shit!
I thought you didn't watch Orange is the New Black.
No, I did. I just haven't watched it since I've only gone up to the first episode of season 2.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah.
Yeah, this movie had Pornstache and then obviously Jim from The Office.
And French girl from Now You See Me.
Oh, actually, I haven't seen that.
I completely forgot about her in that movie.
Well, she wasn't very relevant, and that's
No,
they kept trying to throw characters in and make them relevant, and I just didn't care for a single character.
I agree. It's like this movie has so much filler. It's like
I mean, like,
God.
in my opinion, I said this on the way out. It's kind of like I feel like everything I can say about this movie has an asterisk of for a Michael Bay film.
True.
So, like, for characters for a Michael Bay film, these actually weren't that bad. At least I didn't think so.
Yeah.
Again, for a Michael Bay film, where we had pain and gain, where everyone was a stereotype, and Shia LaBeouf in 3 goddamn Transformer movies.
Yeah.
So, in comparison, these characters look like fucking Citizen Kane. Although Dwayne Johnson in Pain and Gain is almost worth the ticket price alone. But that's another thing. But like I said, like, I thought this, again, for a Michael Bay film, this movie was remarkably restrained. The characters were restrained. There was no random bits of just ramped up sexism for the sake of ramped up sexism.
Yeah, like the most we got were flight attendants. I was like, okay, I can deal with that.
Yeah, and like I said, even like for the first half anyway, like it's actually, like I said, trying to build up characters. Whether it succeeds or not is
It just felt so
debatable.
slow, and like I was mentioning as we came out of the theater, like a lot of it was like slow panning over, like, you know, just like people like looking very intensely into whatever, and they had, you know.
I think for me, because I was expecting like a puffed up chest, like America, it's good, and we still got that, but like to a lesser extent than what I was expecting. I think I was like, oh, okay, they're actually trying here.
That's true.
Instead of getting America, we got the sad version of that song.
Yeah, America.
Fuck yeah.
I want to hear the somber version of America. Someone do like a sad piano cover.
That was in the movie.
Uh,
Remember, it's like after they get their butts kicked, they're flying off. It's just like they're doing this sad America Fuck Yeah song.
I didn't catch. I mean, I know it was supposed to be a sad moment. Was that like actually a cover of Fuck Yeah? Because that would actually be kind of amazing.
Yeah, they had that in there.
Was that actually in there?
Yeah, that was in Team America.
Oh, in Team America. I thought you meant in this movie they had that song. I was like, really?
No, sorry.
Well, they just threw Salty out the window there, didn't they? Well, again, for a Michael Bay film.
But
that should be the title card for the actual. That should be on the poster for the actual movie.
Yeah, good for a
decent for a Michael Bay film.
But yeah, like I agree with Amarisa though. It's like except for when like stuff was actually going down, it was pretty damn boring.
Yeah, like I definitely see that. Again, for me, I guess I was just more invested. I wouldn't say I got invested, but I was at least more interested because again, it's Michael Bay trying something different, and in many ways, despite Michael Bay's questionable reputation, to put it lightly, I kind of have a respect for that. Like, okay, he's actually at least trying to do do this right.
He kind of did a Shyamalan with The Visit.
Well, The Visit was magical in so many other ways.
Yahtzee.
Yahtzee, indeed. Go watch The Visit. It's actually not bad.
Yeah, I was gonna say I haven't seen that, so.
But
trust me, you'll know when you see it. But anywho, like, I think also the movie did a smart thing in kind of sidestepping the whole political clusterfuck that kind of caused this whole
thank
thing.
God.
Because, like, the last thing I want Michael Bay to do is try to talk about politics.
Yeah.
And this is the same guy that named the fucking Transformerial in Transformers 4 Transformium, or something ridiculous like that. So, I don't want him.
For good reason.
I don't want him to talk about politics with me. And thankfully, they kind of sidestep all that, focus on the soldiers and all that stuff. And it still has the chest pounding, it still has the big explosions you expect from a Michael Bay film. But again, even those are remarkably toned down from, say, Transformers.
Yeah, like we only got the worst we got was like one building and a bus blowing up.
Yeah.
Like, for the super big. Okay, maybe a couple buildings, but
there's a lot of blowy uppy things towards it.
But it did look like an entire base got nuked, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, I thought, again, for a Michael Bay film, the action scenes were actually fairly well shot.
No, when the action was going on, I was like, oh,
I was more engaged when the action
like,
scene started to happen. But before that, I was just like, nothing's happening.
Yeah, I get that.
Some kind of things are happening. There's some small jokes here and there which made me laugh. But other than that, I was like,
That was another thing I was a little mixed about, was the humor.
Sometimes it felt out of place.
Because, it's like, on the one hand, I understand it was like, okay, this is how they stay calm. This is actually pretty calm, and I know about it. But on the other hand, it's like, like you said, it felt like it should not have been there. It's like, this does not help with the tension you're trying to build.
Yeah, and like some parts are like, again, for a Michael Bay film, take a shot. Like there is a genuinely good effort at building up tension.
Yeah.
Like especially towards the final act when you see all the people approaching. Now it goes without saying, I doubt a lot of this is entirely accurate.
From what I've heard, it's it kind of jumps here and there.
Like I heard, like I was doing some research a little bit while I was watching the movie.
oh, nice.
Because I did that little under the shirt trick that you do, Grant. So I was like, I do that sometimes with biopics. I get curious and I get bored. It's like I was like, how accurate is such and such
for a Michael Bay movie?
For a Michael Bay movie,
Barely.
I mean, I guess like there's some changes. Like from what I heard, there was no stand down order. That was kind of a myth that got propagated from got built up in real life and then got put in the book, and that's why it's in the movie.
Yeah, that's what I was starting to figure.
And then like I guess I don't know if the chief was really this antagonistic.
God, he was so annoying. I couldn't stand his character.
I couldn't remember where the hell I saw that freaking chief from. It was bugging the crap out of me.
I know I've seen him somewhere.
I'm gonna find
He's
out
probably
quick.
been like in Heroes or something like that. It feels like that's the role he would do.
I couldn't stand him.
Or maybe he was in another
so
Michael Bay movie. No, like he was one of the characters. He was just there to be antagonistic and to just stop our heroes from doing we must save everyone because America.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. Now, I want someone to just do a very sad, melodramatic version of America Fuck Yeah now.
Well, just, like I said, just go watch Team America. You'll find it in there.
I know, I'm sure I will. But get it done by, like, Evanescent. Evanescent to do America Fuck Yeah.
Okay, now I know where I saw the guy.
Where's he from?
I saw him in Lincoln and Side Effects.
Oh, yeah, I was in Lincoln.
Who's he in that again?
I think it was one of the, He was one of the like council people they're trying to win over to their side.
Right.
Yeah. Congressman. That's what I'm thinking of.
Let me see if I can find my actual movies on television. But keep talking in the meantime while I look.
Anywho. So, I mean, like, there's not a whole lot to talk about. I did like, again, kind of just how not every Libyan in this movie is portrayed as a bad guy.
Yeah.
Like, there are actually quite a few, like, when this shit starts going down, they actually try to step in. It's like, hey, we'll help you out.
Yeah.
Or even just like, hey, I'm staying the hell out of this, which, you know, perfectly understandable either way. But that was a big thing, and we have to talk about the comparison with American Sniper.
Actually, I haven't seen American Sniper, so that's you two.
Alright, so...
Now I know where I saw him. Breaking Bad.
Oh, yeah! He was in Breaking Bad.
Yeah, he was the guy that was, like, trying to be the replacement for
Have you seen Breaking Bad?
White.
Okay.
We're not going to say anything else. All we're going to say is that he's a rival scientist who, like...
Gotcha.
Stuff happens, too. Anywho, but yeah, okay, that makes me feel a lot better, actually.
Okay.
But anywho, but yeah, with this, comparing this to American Sniper, it's really bad when Michael Bay is less xenophobic than Clint Eastwood.
That's not surprising, though.
No, because, like...
Clint Eastwood is, I mean... He's incredibly conservative and, like...
Actually, you'd be surprised, because, like, if you look at Letters of Iwo Jima and Gran Torino, like, those are actually exploratory and quite sensitive.
But not American Sniper.
Yeah. Well, in all fairness, though, I guess American Sniper, that was more America and having his family, like, breathe down his throat.
Still,
just like...
the amount of xenophobia in that movie is pretty ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, never, like, every person they ran into is either immediately, that is not American, is either immediately killed by terrorists or is secretly working for terrorists. And that's when our main character is not calling them savages.
Yeah. And, like, the worst one there was, I think was the best one there was the kid who picked up the RPG and nearly shot it.
In this movie or the other movie?
In American Sniper, it's like, if that's your litmus test for a good person, it's like that we're gonna have trouble here.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's sad when Michael Bay has more subtlety than Clint Eastwood. It's really bad. That being said, some of the MacGuffins that people randomly explode in this movie are kind of fun, are kind of hilarious in a horrible way.
Yeah, it was pretty funny where the guy picked up the RPG and then he got shot and it like.
Yeah, just shoots it.
And not to mention the person that accidentally, like, no instigation needed on this one. He just, like, drops a Molotov in the car, and the whole car just blows up. Oh, yeah. Just the worst oops in history. Just, hey, guys, I gotta take it. Oh, shit. Boom. Oh, God. I don't know, like, it's... Again, like, for what I was expecting, I was pleasantly surprised. It's not a great movie by any stretch of the imagination.
It's an average movie.
Yeah, it's like... I think critics are being a little harsh on the movie because it is just...
Actually, it's got a 60% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Really? I thought it was like 50 last I checked.
No, last I saw it was like high 50s, but right now it said it was 60.
Okay, that's actually a fair score. I'd give it a 6.
It's a 5 for me, but it's like...
Yeah,
like I said,
that's fair
again,
too.
Considering it's Michael Bay, that is pretty damn impressive.
I know, like, for him, this is good. And it's like, if he actually tries more, I'd be okay with him doing other shit that I'd have to spend 2.5 hours to go see.
Like a sequel to The Rock, which is totally unnecessary, but if they get Sean Connery and Nicolas Cage back, I'll totally watch the shit out of that.
Oh, no way Sean Connery's coming back.
I know, he's retired.
Yeah. After League of Destroying Gentlemen broke him.
Yeah.
Anything he had left, I was like, that's it, I'm done. That Pain and Gain 2, that I'd watch. Let's see what happens in Transformers 5.
Are they making another one?
And he's directing it again.
Yeah.
I don't think I've watched the last 2. I don't know. I think I watched the first 2, and then I was just like, I can't.
That's really all you need to see.
It's like 1 was good, 2 was terrible, 3 was okay, 4 was once again terrible.
Oh, Kelsey Grammer's kind of fun in that movie. He was intense as fuck.
But also our favorite line.
Well, I'm a fat ballerina. That's
what?
It's one of the, like, there's this big commando type fat robot in Transformers 4. It's played by John Goodman. And I think it's one of those things where they just let the mic record and let him say where the fuck he wanted. Because he has a cigar that when he bites down on it, shoots out a bullet at somebody. And there's a part he starts spinning around with guns blazing. He yells out, I'm a fat ballerina, as loud as he can. It's
right.
It's like there were a couple... that movie.
It's Michael Bay needs to learn how to cut shit out. That's my big thing at this point.
That's true. That's true.
If they cut out a half an hour out of this one, it probably would have been a bit more plausible. It's like, this is one of those instances where focusing just on the event probably would have been better for it, even though I know they were trying to, like, honor the soldiers. Just...
Like, I'm okay with having a soldier-based movie. Like, it reminds me a lot of Lone Survivor, although Lone Survivor was a better movie.
Oh, yes.
Did you see that one?
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
No.
Is that the one with
Mark Wahlberg?
Mark Wahlberg. I didn't see that one.
That was a good one, too.
Which also preaches that some cultural sensitivity and the fact that, hey, you know what? They actually helped.
That actually happened in real life.
Yeah, I know. That was like, it was kind of interesting reading about the event in question.
Yeah, because that was the one where he's actually saved by the native people there and protected from terrorists while he was in.
And they actually explained like the cultural reasons behind it as well, which was like really nice to see.
So it's like it's nice that war movies, even Michael Bay war movies, are approaching that trend of being like, okay, there's more to this. This is not World War II age. We can't paint all as one bad people, one is all good.
Yeah.
It's not that simple anymore. I think even like directors like Michael Bay are finally catching on to that fact.
Yeah.
I wish Clint Eastwood would get a memo, but other than that. So from that perspective alone, I'm willing to give this movie a pass. I'm not sure I'd pay full price to see it, and thank God.
I wouldn't pay full price to see it, and I don't know if I would like go out of my way to watch it again, but I don't regret having watched it.
Yeah.
We're never gonna watch it again, but it's like
I kind of liked it better than Sisters. Granted, apples and oranges. But
I like Sisters more, but they're completely different movies. Like one's a comedy,
I still kind of want to see that just because of the cast.
I don't. It's a rental.
Yeah.
But that's a whole nother topic. You guys got anything else to really add about the Benghazi movie?
Not really, just it's better Michael Bay, but it's
still Michael Bay.
Yeah, just cut down on some of the material in there and have a less antagonistic D-bag chief, and we probably would have had a better movie.
Yeah, I can see that. But it's like for Michael, again, for the risks taken here, for the actual effort I can see being put into this,
it is respectable.
It's respectable. Like, I think this is one like, okay, Michael Bay gets a little bit more credibility back for at least trying.
Yeah.
It's kind of like giving him a gold star. It's like, okay, good try,
Because you remember me, I was pissed when I first heard about this.
Yeah, you were not happy.
Yeah, and I was like, of all the freaking people, Michael goddamn Bay is directing this. This is going to turn into either a political clusterfuck or just a movie where it's like, it's going to throw all subtlety out the window and just focus on nothing but the explosions.
Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen. Yeah. So
like it exceeded all our expectations, but still not great.
Still not great.
Yeah. So I guess we'll move on to trailers because we got a lot of them and we got like 50 minutes left. So then first trailer we got was a new trailer for Gods of Egypt.
This looked more like a teaser than the.
So essentially, another movie where they're whitewashing, or they're casting all white people to play Egyptians.
To be fair, do Egyptians want to be credited with this movie?
Probably not.
Yeah,
probably not.
Because it has the Kingslayer versus Sparta.
I know. I was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I literally, because when I first saw Gerard Butler, right?
Yeah.
I was like, is this gonna be another 300 movie? And then I saw Jamie Lannister, and I was like,
what the fuck?
And I was really confused. And then they started throwing out Egyptian stuff, and I was like, oh.
It could be a fun B movie. Like I'm kind of it's like so bad it's kind of funny kind of movie because there's no way.
I don't think they're going for humor, are they?
No, but that's usually the best kind though. Is when it's not trying to be funny. Like that's like. White House Down is still one of my favorite movies from a few years ago. Although, to be fair, that was trying to be funny. But you need to go see White House Down. That was a bonding experience.
On the topic of Michael Bay, though, they ripped out a moment from The Rock, and it was amazing.
In White House Down or this movie?
In White House Down.
Which one was that? I've never seen The Rock.
The flag.
Oh, the flag. Okay, let me give you a taste of White House Down really quick. There's a scene, Jimmy Fox plays the president. And for some reason, he has a pocket watch. He used to be owned by President Lincoln.
Oh.
And there's a point. And this is when I tell everybody to give an idea about this movie. So at one point he gets shot, but the pocket watch catches the bullet. And Jimmy Fox looks at the watch, looks at Channing Tatum, and goes, "Oh, I guess Abraham Lincoln took a bullet from you a second time."
He took a second bullet from me.
Something like that. But
I was like, holy Christ. And the fact that it's got like James Woods in there to ham it up in like the best way possible is
it's like there are some movies that are just such a massive train wreck. They're hysterical.
Fair enough.
So I'm kind of hoping that's what this is rather than just an agonizing CGI filled bad movie. Then we got Free State of Jones with Matthew McConaughey and Civil War.
AKA Rebels rebelling against the rebels.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, this kind of reminds me of that. This kind of reminds me of something Mel Gibson would do.
Yeah.
I
I don't know.
I guess it's based on a true story. But then again, base is always kind of a loose term.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's Matthew McConaughey, so
Yeah,
I'll
because
probably go
anything
see
that's based on a true story just means that something like, yeah, this like Civil War actually happened. That was the true story. That was the true
Yeah,
story
that's
in this
true.
entire
Or
thing.
what was it, that movie with the crocodile in Africa? It's like based on like a true story about like Africa's greatest serial killer. It's like, none of that happened. Like, yeah, there's
The
an
Exorcist is based on a true story.
Yeah. That's why whenever I see based on a true story, I'm like, it's funny because anytime I see that, I instantly like go into, so none of this is real. So even though it like says like when it points out that it's based on a true story, I automatically am like, it's really not though.
You just go, ooh, a grain of salt, you know?
Still more accurate.
What was that?
I was gonna say, I wondered if it's more accurate than The Revenant, though.
It's more accurate than White House Down.
Oh yeah.
Probably. Then we got Warcraft, which is the first time I've seen this trailer in theaters.
I want to be excited for it because I'm a video game nerd, but as Grant was saying, like, when have they made a good video game movie? And like,
Well, in all fairness, though, like as I said, it's like I'm hoping this is the movie that breaks the curse.
yeah,
Just
but I'm gonna like just watching the trailer and seeing the acting. Like the main character is the same guy who plays the main character in Vikings, and he doesn't have a strong presence, in my opinion. Like I've only watched like so much of the first season of Vikings, but he's a very like kind of quiet, stoic character, and while he like still kind of portrays that in the trailer for Warcraft, it didn't feel like a powerful.
I feel like the movie's gonna be more about the orcs than it is about the humans.
Well,
That's from what
actually,
I've heard this trailer.
From what I've heard, it's actually meant to be a very even-handed movie. Like they try to explore like the problems and dilemmas on both the humans and the orc side. Like they try to make this they try to find like faults and sympathies on both sides to like, do what Civil War probably should have done right.
Are we talking about the comic book or the movie?
Comics.
Okay, yeah. That was Mark Miller. Blame it on Mark Miller. But anywho,
But that being said, reason why I think it has a chance.
I think my big concern with the movie is just the overuse of CGI, which of course this kind of movie you have to.
Yeah.
But at the same time, when you have
orcs
like,
aren't real.
I know. I had to look it up myself just to confirm, but
Although apparently half orcs are.
Yeah, that one's practical effects, which applauds to them. But anywho, my big concern is the fact that when you have the orcs look great CGI wise,
Yeah.
and all that stuff looks great, but when you have them paired up with like people that are actually there, it's distractingly different.
Yeah.
And especially when you jump for all the orc stuff and you go back to the human stuff, there's such a giant contrast that it's a bit alarming. So like I'm curious, maybe they'll pull it off. Maybe they'll pull off a miracle. I don't know. But we'll see. I don't know. If that doesn't work out, I'm hoping Ratchet & Clank's good.
And Assassin's Creed, actually.
Yeah, Michael Fassbender. I'll give him anything. A chance.
Also, it's done by the same people who worked on the Macbeth movie that came out with them.
Oh, I forgot to see that movie. Damn, I want to see that.
Me too. But like I said, reasons I have hope is one, Duncan Jones is directing it, who directed a couple of my favorite movies, Moon and Source Code.
I like Moon. I don't know what Source Code, but
Surprisingly, that was another movie. Check them out if you can.
we need to have a movie night.
Yes, we do.
When I finally move to San Jose, one of these days.
So like, we got a good director who's a fan of the games and is working pretty well in tandem with Blizzard. Mm-hmm. And
That makes me feel better.
It's like problem is they've done that before. I mean, granted, the favorite I think adaptation of any video game is the Warcraft episode of South Park, because that was really good.
I haven't seen that.
We need to make a
I'm
list.
showing
of
you
things.
this episode later.
There's a lot of things I haven't seen.
Okay, after
Like
we,
you and Karina, I swear to God.
Well, I lived in a very strict household where like I really couldn't watch anything, and so it wasn't until I like moved out where I started to watch things, and I'm very behind.
Okay,
We'll work on that. So next one we got was Money Monster.
the gritty reboot of the Big Short.
I don't even remember which one this was. Which one was this?
That's the one with
George
Dahmer.
Clooney.
Yeah, where
Julia
he's basically-
Roberts being held up.
And everyone's like, I kind of like laughed at the trailer how everyone's like, you deserve justice. You couldn't find a better way to do that than hold a TV show host hostage
with a bomb.
with the bomb and all that. Yeah, act surprised we want to shoot you. Damn right they do.
Yeah.
You have a fucking bomb. I should not yell that in a parking lot.
Probably not.
It was just like, I'm not gonna lie, part of me remember when I saw directed by Jodie Foster, was like,
Yeah.
oh.
The second I saw that, I was like,
What else has she done?
The Brave one.
I remember the thing in the movie is decent.
It's just kind of but this movie just looks so over the top.
Yeah.
And I remember when I saw Julia Roberts and George Clooney together, I was like, ooh, they're gonna have an ego off.
A what?
Ego
They are
off.
Oh, ego off. I thought I said eagle off. I was like, the fuck are you talking about? Like,
giant eagles.
Just giant eagles.
They're
Rah!
coming from the Egypt movie, The Gods of Egypt.
Yes.
It's gonna be a crossover.
Yes, I want this. Yes.
We got George Clooney fighting giant eagles. Oh,
Yes.
hell yes.
George Clooney looking like kind of stoic the entire time. Freeze, you're mad. Anyway.
Yeah. And that was the other thing is like, they come up, he's like, okay, this guy's doing a Mad Money ripoff, and he seems so bored.
It's kind of George Clooney though. He's better in movies where he doesn't have to act big.
Like Hail Caesar.
Like Hell says, can't wait for that movie. And then we got Deadpool.
I'm so stoked for Deadpool.
I hope that doesn't suck. I want that just not to suck so badly.
Yeah.
That's gonna be one of those movies like, I think like I'm gonna have a good time no matter what.
I hope so. Like, it's one of those movies. I hope they're not just showing me the best bits of the trailer because
Yeah.
after
that's
every
true.
bit of footage I've seen, I'm a little concerned that we've clearly haven't seen much past the initial freeway chase action sequence.
Yeah.
So I'm a little like, is that the only action sequence in the movie? Because that's all I've seen so far.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like, I'm hoping to be. It's one of those movies. It's also a February movie, and February's kind of a hit and miss month. January's where all the shit comes in.
Might wanna
February's
roll
like
up the
slightly
windows,
less shit.
starting to rain.
Oh, yeah. No, they're not working. There you go.
So if you get your window on the right.
I
Hey,
get-
rain!
All right. Anywho, I know California's finally got rain. But I'm hopeful for Deadpool. I hope it doesn't suck. I want it to get so bad because at least it looks like they're pulling from the good comic books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm more a fan of 90s Deadpool than current day comic Deadpool.
Yeah, well, I know Tim Miller said he's enjoying what he's seen so far, but again, he could also just be just think, oh, it's Marvel, so I kind of have to say it.
Yeah. That's like saying It's like saying Stan Lee saying I no longer support Spider-Man. You're never gonna hear that.
Yeah.
Uh,
Fun fact, you know which version of Spider-Man's his favorite, though, right?
Which one?
The Japanese TV show.
Of course it would be. Stan Lee's I love the old guy. I've seen him in person. Very nice man.
I want to meet him so bad.
I can't say I've met him, but I've seen him. But he hasn't had a good idea in years.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just fact. And then we got a teaser for The Conjuring 2.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Which just looks kind of like your standard horror trailer. Although I had a thought in the end of the trailer that now it just makes me chuckle, and I'm gonna think about it every time I see that trailer from now on. Towards the end, when all the crosses in the room are kind of turning upside down, all I can think of is like, look, now they're swords!
But you do know the relevance of that, though.
I'm assuming it's some kind of Antichrist thing.
No. Actually, here's the fun little fact about this. That is actually the cross of Peter, because after... Yeah, I never thought we'd talk about religion this much again. Sometime after, he basically became the new...
wait till God's Not Dead 2 comes
Yeah.
out.
Ah!
You're not seeing it. Calm down.
Yeah, sorry, no, I just got flashbacks to,
Do you believe?
yeah.
Yeah.
But...
Last year was rough.
So anyway, what happened was, of course, after Jesus died, Peter basically became the new go-to guy who went around spreading the message of Christ. After he was caught and basically, crucified for execution, we can't do it like this because people can think, oh, hey, it's Jesus, he came back. So basically, we put him upside down. And that has become a religious symbol of, of impending death.
Wow, charming. I just see little tiny swords now. Come on, ghost, let's have a sword fight. It's almost like the ghost saying, choose your weapon.
I'll take the dagger!
No, you must choose an upside down sword.
Okay.
And then we got Star Trek Beyond, which I'm hoping the movie's better than the trailer.
I actually haven't seen any of the new Star Treks.
I like the first one. I like the second one okay, although I get why people are mad, didn't like that one very much.
Yeah.
The third one looks like it was directed by the guy who made Fast and the Furious.
Yeah. From what I've heard, though, everyone's saying, yeah, this is not meant to be as action-y a movie as the trailer's making it out to be. everyone's been kind of pissed off of the trailer.
Like even Simon Pegg, who co-wrote the movie, said the actual movie's nothing like this. So I'm hoping that's true. It has Idris Elba as the villain, so I'm all down for that.
Oh!
Yeah. You didn't
Hell
hear about
yes! I did not know that.
Yeah,
I didn't know that either.
You see him briefly in the trailer. He says a shit ton of prosthetics slapped on his face.
Oh, that was him.
Yep, that was Idris Elba.
I'll be damned.
Yeah, so I was like, I'm excited. Fuck yeah, I'm down for Idris Elba with anything. I really do talk too fast.
Don't worry, so do I.
And then the last one, we got the surprise trailer that everyone was shocked by a few weeks, like last week. 10 Cloverfield Street. Was it 10 Cloverfield Street
10
or Drive?
Lane.
Lane. I was close. From what I heard, probably doesn't have any actual connection to the first Cloverfield movie. They're going for more of an anthology thing.
Yeah, they said it's going to be very loosely, like it's in the same universe. Because it was the term they used, blood relative.
I guess. So will the next movie be Cloverfield versus Lane? Make it like a Godzilla thing? I'd actually be totally down for that. Like, any other thoughts on that? It just got really quiet in here all of a
I don't
sudden.
know how that would work.
Yeah.
Well, I'm assuming there's like some other monster outside the bunker that's called... I'm just calling him Lane now.
Honestly, I'm just shocked at how he was able to keep that movie secret.
Yeah,
for
I had
God
no
knows how
idea
many
they were
years.
making another one until I think the last movie I saw. What was the last movie I saw? Was it Sisters? I don't know.
Yeah, with us it was Sisters.
But did they have that trailer in there?
No, this
It
is
just
like...
came out last.
It really literally came out... Like, no one knew about this movie until the trailer came out in this
I must
movie.
have seen it randomly when I was in the movie theaters then.
This is the first time it's ever been in a movie theater, though, so...
Yeah, it came
For
out.
this movie?
Yeah.
It came out alongside 13 Hours.
Oh, okay, then I think I just might have seen it on like the internet somewhere.
Yeah, probably, because it kind of went everywhere for a little while after everyone's like, holy shit, what the hell is this? Kind of thing.
When is that coming out?
I think it comes out in March.
Yeah.
I was just like, how is it's like last we heard this was canceled and it's coming out in 2 months.
Yeah.
How did you manage to out secret yourself?
They put them all in a bunker. I think the movie kind of gives you your answer right there.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, it has John Goodman, and even though Love the Coopers was terrible, I'm still willing to give it a shot. It has John Goodman in it.
As Transformers: Age of Extinction has proved.
I will give John Goodman. He can do no wrong. Like, Love the Coopers aside, that was a terrible movie, but it cannot destroy my love of John Goodman. I love that fat ballerina.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not fat anymore, so give props.
Really?
Yeah, he lost a shit ton of weight recently.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Congrats to him.
I know, he's now a skinny John Goodman, which is... I wonder if that's going to be like how Drew Carey lost a lot of weight. It's like, is it going to lose all the funny? What's going to happen there? I don't know.
No, he was still funny. I saw him live, and he was still making me laugh my ass off.
Fair enough. Well, it's live. And talking about like movies and TV and stuff like that.
Okay.
But, yeah, I mean, that has a lot of potential. That looks like it could be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then whatever the hell is outside that bunker door.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll find out in a couple months, I guess. So you guys got any thoughts on 13 Hours, The Secret Life of whatever?
If you're gonna go watch it at matinee price.
Yeah. You got it pretty cheap. It was like...
Yeah, it was like $6.75, so that wasn't so bad.
I think it's because it's the first show of the day.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
if it's before noon at an AMC theater.
Oh,
you get that
okay.
price. Yeah, Century Theater's the ones where if it's the first matinee show of the day, you get it for like something unfortunately more expensive than that.
Oh. I'm not complaining now because woohoo, cheaper tickets.
Yeah.
Grant, you got any final thoughts?
Nope.
All right. Well, like I said, for Michael Bay movie, it's a step up. So I'll give him props given, but I wouldn't. This is a rental. Like if it's on Netflix, which I'm sure it
I
probably
don't
will
even
be.
think I would do that.
Really? You don't think so?
It was just like not great. Like
I guess I'm just giving a lot of leeway because at least I can tell he's trying something different.
It's like it's worth a watch, nothing more.
Yeah, like if it's on TV, maybe.
Yeah.
Like, and you have nothing else, you need background noise.
Yeah.
That would
Just
work fine.
Pray to God we don't get a director's cut.
Oh,
oh, man.
we would not survive. So next week is gonna be kind of a shit week. There's like 5 movies. We're gonna make our priority Dirty Grandpa,
I'm so sorry.
and
Anomalisa.
Amarisa. We're gonna check out Amarisa. That's because that's I think. Oh, and The Boy. That's the other one. And there was like a third
Oh,
movie.
Hitmon 3 is out.
Isn't that coming to Netflix too?
I don't know, but I want to see it in theaters. God damn it.
We'll see if we can. Like, it all depends on everything, because next week's gonna be fucking crazy. And then The Fifth Wave, which is another goddamn teen.
It's a Stephanie Meyer book.
Is it really a Stephanie Meyer book?
Yeah, someone told me, he's like, yeah, they left that out for good reason.
Oh, god damn it. Well, fuck that then. I've avoided all the Stephanie Meyer books so far. I'm not doing it now. Movie-wise, I mean, you know what I mean. You know what I'm trying to say, god damn it. All right, so I think that's all we got for this one. Stay tuned for whatever we got next week. Ugh, next week's gonna be long. So thank you guys for watching. See you all later.
See ya.
Shaka bra.
Hey.